Hello and welcome everybody. Why am I showing you the back end of a castle in England? Well, that's a good question. The reason is this video is unplanned, as most people will realise, because I usually only publish on a Saturday. I needed to talk to you about something really important, and it's going to take me a few minutes, and I don't have any craft video to show you because, as I said, this is unplanned. So I decided that I would just use some random footage that I shot over the spring and summer of this year. And by the way, if you want to see inside this castle, my god, it's the weirdest place I've ever been. It wasn't anything like I was expecting when we went there. We were on a camping trip and we saw that this castle was there near where we were staying. And so we went, and I was really shocked by the inside of it. It wasn't anything like I expected. Anyway, if anybody does want to see inside the castle, just let me know and I will put a video up, probably over on my other channel, because I don't want to upset any other viewers that are here for crafts, okay? Right, so that's out of the way. Just let me know in the comments if you want to see inside, okay? So what I want to talk to you about is there seems to be a lot of confusion amongst my viewers about my free designs, okay? Some people are downloading them with no problem whatsoever, and I know that because I get loads of people over there every day on my blog clicking the link to download the free printables, which are stored on my Google Drive. So lots of you are getting the designs with no problem at all. But every time I publish a new design, I get a very small percentage of people that tell me they can't find the design, they can't find the link to the design. A couple of people have accused me of misleading them and have said that I am charging for the designs, which is completely untrue. I've never charged for the designs that I give away. That's the whole point. They are free. So why would I charge? So it's a mystery to me as to why some people have no problem getting the designs and other people are encountering problems. So I'm asking you a question. Who has been finding it easy to get my free printables and who has been having a problem? Can you let me know in the comments below? And whichever one it is, can you let me know what device you're trying to access the designs from? Is it a computer or is it a handheld device? Because I'm wondering if it's the people that are on computers that are finding it easier. I don't know. And I think there's also issues with all the advertising that there is on my website. I think that might be causing problems. So I'm going to address all of that in this video. And I'm going to make it very clear to everybody the difference between my content and the advertising. I'm going to go into all of that. I'm going to talk about the advertising and what I'm doing to try and get rid of all the confusion, because it has been a very difficult journey for me. So bear with me and please watch the video to the end. Even if you are finding it easy to access my free designs, please watch this to the end so that you understand what has been happening and what I am trying to do about it. So yeah, the confusion over the free printables seems to be because of all the advertising I have on my website. It's apparently making it very difficult for some people to see where the correct link is. And I totally get that because it's very confusing for me over there as well. I just want to explain that. I need to have advertising on my website in order to be able to run it. That's the reason why I'm able to offer you my designs free of charge. So I suppose you could argue that nothing is for free, because if you go over there and you're confronted by a load of confusing adverts that make it difficult to see where my link is that will take you to the free printable, I suppose you could say there is a cost to pay, in that it's, possibly a waste of your time trying to hunt for the link. And I do know it has been very confusing over on my website, because I've found it very frustrating trying to deal with all the ads that get shoved onto my blog pages, my blog posts. It is very annoying for me as well. And unfortunately, I'm not tech savvy enough to know how to deal with this. So I've spent absolutely ages researching how to deal with the advertising on a website. I use auto ads because I don't have the expertise to be able to place the ads myself, and the consequence is my blog posts are absolutely stuffed with ads, which can be very, very confusing for my readers. Now, unfortunately, as I said, I have to have the advertising there because that's the only way that I can function, run my website and be able to offer my designs for free. So I definitely can't get rid of the ads altogether, but I am trying to find ways to minimize the confusion so that it's very clear how to get my free printables. And it did come to my attention some time ago. A couple of viewers said to me, they made comments underneath videos saying, oh, she says these printables are free, but they're not. She is charging for them because I was asked for money. Well, it's not true. I don't charge for my free printables. They are 100% free, and I would never try and mislead anybody. You know, if I say something's free, it's free. And I have said to people before, if you click on a link that you think is taking you to my free printable and you get asked for money, you must click away from it, because what that means is you've accidentally clicked on an ad. And I don't want that to happen. As I said, I've been working really hard to figure out how to stop that from happening, and bit by bit I am gradually learning. I have just today been able to remove some of the ads from the main body of my blog posts, but it's not an easy process for me. It's a learning curve, and as soon as I think I have it sorted out, I go over and I check my website and I find that there's been some banner ads shoved in between the main body text of my post, which does make things look very, very confusing. So I am working on it, and I will get there. And the thing is, loads of people are managing to find my free printables, so not everybody is confused. So what I want to do with this video is make sure that everybody who wants my free printables knows exactly where to go to hit the correct link, while I am trying to sort out this mess that is the advertising over there. Because unfortunately I do need the advertising over there. If I didn't have it, I would have to sell the designs, and I don't want to sell my designs. I would rather just give them away and make the money that I do make from the advertising on my website. And I'm sure anyone that's watching this that has got a blog that they have advertising on will know that most people don't make a vast amount of money out of having advertising on a blog. Most of us just make enough to keep the website running, so it's not running at a loss. And then if we're really lucky, we may make some on top of that, but I can assure you it's not much. So bear with me, and if you're serious about getting my free printables, then please pay attention to what I'm going to tell you now, because I think most of you out there will understand this once I show you what my blog looks like, for anybody that hasn't managed to go there. And to be honest, I do put a link to each blog post under the video in the description underneath the video. Admittedly, I used to put the link at the end of the description, but I have moved it to the start of the description now because of all this hassle that some people have had. It's at the start of the description now. I'm not going to go back and change all my previous videos. It's just too much work. But from here on, from the Aztec free printable that I just did, from that one onwards, the link will be close to the top of the description. So if you go and look in the description underneath my videos, you will always find the link to the blog post that's relevant to that video, and you will find other links there that you might find helpful. So it's always worthwhile reading the description and having a look through and seeing what links I have put down there. So I'm sure most people know how to find a description, but if you don't, so here's where the description is in a YouTube video. This light grey part, and then you click on the more, just double click on that, and it will open up the whole description. And here is the link to my website, where you will find the link to my Google Drive. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like when you get over there, or it might look like this if you get to the main page. And if you do get to the main page instead of the actual post, all you have to do is click on the post that you want to open. In this case, it's the one for the Aztec themed paper bead strips. You just double click on that. And then once you've opened that, you scroll down and you're going to see a picture of me holding the free printable, and directly underneath is the link to my Google Drive. And you double click on that, and this is what will happen. The free design will pop up, and you will see at the top of the screen you can either open it with Google Docs, it's a PDF, or you can go over here to the right. You can download it, or you can print it. So if you decide to download it, this is what's going to happen. You'll see up here just to the top right of the screen, you can see where I've downloaded it twice actually. And then you double click that to open it up to print it. And if you double click and open it up for print, this is what's going to happen. And then whatever print dialog you use, you just go ahead and tell it to print. However you normally print, that's what you're going to do. I mean, obviously, I don't know what systems and processes other people are working with. This is my system and my process. I work with a Mac, and my browser is Firefox. Yours may be different. What you're looking at now is how my blog posts should look now that I have changed some of the ad settings. But what some of you may have been seeing before, and what may have been so confusing, is this. So you'd be scrolling through a blog post, all fine, and then suddenly you come to this, download the PDF. And then you scroll a bit further, download the PDF, download the PDF. And then there's this, a Temu ad, which is not too bad, I don't mind them so much, but the download the PDF is very, very misleading. So they're the ones that possibly people have been clicking on. I don't know, because I've never clicked on one of those, because we're not allowed to click on the adverts that are on our own websites, so I don't know where that would take me. So what I've done, I think I have managed to remove anything that is going to look like that, but I can't guarantee it. Because every time I change something, every time I change a setting, and then I go back a couple of days later, I find that the problem is back. I think I have sorted it out this time. It's particularly the PDF ones that I want removed, because I think they're the ones that are probably confusing people. I mean, this one here for a Japanese trick that helps to treat nail fungus. I mean, that's not going to be mistaken for my free printable. So that's not too bad. But, yeah, those other ones, those PDF ones, they definitely needed to go. And hopefully I have got rid of them. But if you see anything like that and you aren't interested, I mean, if you're interested and you want to click on them, go ahead. But if what you're there for is my free printable, then that's not the link you want. Okay, this will always be the link that you want. In every post now, I'm going to put a picture of me holding the free printable of the post, and you will always see my name and the date and my website name on the picture, so you know it's my picture. And then this is where you will always find the link directly underneath the picture of me holding the printable. That is what you are always going to be looking for, okay? Nothing else. If you're there for the free printable, this is all you need to see. I mean, obviously, I would love you to read the whole post. You know, I would love you to read the whole post. And please do. But this is what you're always going to be looking for, okay? Now, there is another place on my website where you can see all my free printables all in one place, and that is over on this page. So I'm going to show you in a moment how you get to that page. But do you see these blue bars here? These blue bars are not mine. These are put there by the auto ads. Okay, so just be aware of that. Click on them by all means if you want to, that's fine, but I just want you to be aware that they aren't my links. Okay, my links are directly underneath every picture, because the brilliant thing about pictures and captions is you can't separate the picture and the caption, so the automatic ad placement system can't push an ad in between them, so that's great. Okay, so these blue bars, I don't even know where they would take you, to be honest, but they are to do with the advertising. All of my pictures, everything that's mine, has got my stamp on. It's got my name, the date that I did it, and the copyright. Alright, you can see that under all of these pictures there's a blue link, that's my link, and each one of those links will take you to the Google Drive. There's some quite old ones on here. I've been doing this for a couple of years now. I need to go back and check and make sure that they're all still fine. I think they are. I don't see any reason why they shouldn't be. So probably about maybe a couple of days after each new post, I go and add the link on here as well. Okay, so you can always come to this page to have a look and see what other free printables there are, because I never take anything down. So how do you get to the dedicated free printables page? Well, this is how. Through the top menu, you see we're on the home page here, and underneath at the bottom is the link to the all my free printables page. So you just double click on that and it will take you straight to my free printables page. Well, I hope that's clarified things for everyone. Just remember, from now on, always go to the description of the YouTube video you're watching to get the link to the blog post where my free printable link is. And before you go, I just want to remind you what I asked at the beginning. Please can you let me know in the comments below what your experience has been with getting the free printables. Tell me whether it's been easy or difficult, or what you had difficulties with, and tell me what device you're on. I think that I may have sorted out the confusion with the adverts on my blog pages, I don't know, and it may be that at some point in the future I have to have another look at it, because if it affects my advertising income, I may have to review the whole thing. I just have to wait and see what happens now over the next couple of months. And also, don't forget, if you want to have a look inside that very weird castle, let me know and I will do a video about that as well, but I will put that over on my other channel and I'll let you know. Well, I think that's about all I have for now. This last clip that I'm showing you is from last spring, and gosh, it doesn't seem like that long ago, but we're already into the fall now in the UK, or autumn as we generally call it here. Anyway, spring will be back. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you have any questions about this, anything at all, please leave me a question in the comments underneath. Take care, everyone, and I will see you in the next video with a new free printable. Bye.